Hey, what's up, guys? I'm gonna turn on the music a little bit. I'm gonna turn it down just in case I don't want to be heard. Actually, yeah, let me put it down for then. I'll put it down too. So I just watched Patrick CC's video on Will Smith and Jada Pinkett, and basically the entire premise of what happened is really just the fact that it's simple biological chemistry. Boy likes girl, girl does not like boy. Girl likes boy from her past that is either dead and made her feel some type of way, or was the best she ever had in her life. And she basically just boom, I crashed. Damn, I'm dead. Okay. So basically she she never got over Tupac, and she never got over Tupac, and having Will Smith with her, no matter how successful, how amazing he was, it just never changed the fact that she just what's it called? He wasn't Tupac, and that made me feel like, damn, that's actually ridiculous because like even if you are someone like Will Smith, who's super successful, literally the best actor in the world today, well, the best actor that lived in his time, of his generation, it is, no matter what, if the girl don't like you, she don't like you. So that made me think, because I have a therapist. My dad finally got me a therapist, and I'm very thankful to him, even though I'm not talking to him. Dad. Okay, so yeah, my dad got me a therapist, and this therapist of mine, she can speak both Spanish and English, and I feel like all of my problems really just come from the fact that no, all of my problems really come from the fact that I want a relationship, and I just feel like the relationships, I feel like this biological system we human beings are born with, it's like a woman, it's like when a woman finds that one guy, when a woman finds that one man that she loves, she can never forget that man. Never. No matter how much better the next man has treated her, she'll never be able to forget him. So I want to let that be a moment of silence, because I feel like so many of us guys have to go through that. So many of us have to basically suffer through that kind of lesson. And Will Smith kind of tried. He's perfect. And I'm dead. Damn. So as I was saying, Will Smith is literally the perfect test. Let's say that you wanted to make sure that no matter what you did, a girl who loved another guy in her past and could never forget him, that what if you tried to do everything for that girl, no matter what? And Will Smith is basically that. Oh, I did. Hang on. Will Smith is basically that. He's the perfect specimen for how a marriage could fail, how it could fail. Yeah, he's a perfect specimen for how it could fail. I can't defend him. I like Will Smith. I read his book. I thought it was cool, but I just can't ignore the fact that, well, can't disagree with people. I would never let that happen to me. I already experienced that. I've already experienced being with a girl who does not value or love me, no matter how much I try. Damn, I could have made it. It's just that I was going too fast and my thing was slanted. Okay, so back to this. So yeah, as I was saying, it's just how can I explain? It's just this girl named Jayla. I loved her. I'm gonna say it with emotion. I'm gonna say it with all my emotion. I loved her. I loved her so much. She was literally like my dream girl. And that I do not say lightly, because I've been called a dream boy by multiple girls. And like I've never met a dream girl except her. But she didn't love me. She loved this other guy. And how I found out was because I had given her my grandma's phone, because my grandma wasn't using it and she needed a phone. And well, I'll just get to the point, because that's how I like to talk. I gave her my grandma's phone and she used it because she needed a phone. And then what happened is that she basically put all her information on that phone. And so she put all her information on that phone. And when she did that, when eventually like we broke up, when we broke up, I took the phone back because I had given her another phone, and basically we get that one back because it was my grandma's. She gave it back, but I knew her password, and so I got in just to see what kind of person she was. Now, I'm not gonna say everything that I saw about her because that's too personal, and I'm just not that type of guy. I respect even when people don't respect me, because I do it for me. But with that being said, she was talking about this guy, and the way she talked about him, it was like he was her perfect man. And this girl called me a dream boy. She's the first girl that called me a dream boy. And it was just, she made me feel like a dream. Like I was a dream boy. Say it like that. But, I'm really sitting here in silence because that's how I think. When I'm being serious, I sit in silence. I don't sit there and just... Like, I'm too smart, I'll be honest. Like, I'm too smart to keep blabbering, trying to figure out, whoa, what I want to say, oh, how do I feel like this. No, I actually just sit there and think and feel my emotions and feel how I'm feeling, and then make a decision based on how I'm feeling, you know? But, like... most people, they just like stutter and like try to figure out what to say, and they don't sit there and think. They don't sit there and just think on it. Like, I want to say think about it proper, but they should just sit there and think on it, because when you sit and think on something, it's like you can finally like gather your thoughts and just, you know, like figure out what you want to say, how you want to say what exactly it is you're trying to even say, and it just helps organize your brain better. So she spoke about this guy like he was the perfect guy, and like this guy was from Europe. She told me all about him. This guy was from Europe, and he had money, and he was here and like just trying to like, I guess, go to college. And I already knew how it was. He didn't care about Jayla. He didn't care about her at all. He just se la cogió y se la mamó y la dejó, y así es la vaina. Entonces, so So that was the guy. I don't know his name. Oh, I'm dead. I don't know his name, and I don't know who he really was. All I know is that he had money. He was a very good-looking guy. He was strong. Probably, I think he was taller than me as well, so more attractive, conventionally attractive. And you know that adds points. But like, Jayla never valued me. I did everything for her. I tried to do everything to make her happy, and it just didn't. None of it worked. It's just like, no matter what I did, it was never enough. No matter how I moved, how I behaved, like how much I changed for her, it was never enough. No matter how much you change for a girl who is stuck on someone else, it'll never change the fact. It'll never change the fact that they'll never be able to forget about the guy that they truly dearly love. My grandma met this guy. This guy was named I don't know. I honestly don't know. But he was like a politician. He was like a young man in his like 20s, trying to become a politician, trying to take down the government in Venezuela. And what happened is that he was killed by the government because he was, you know, opposing everything they stood for. And Venezuela is not like the United States where there's rules and the regulations for dealing with politicians who go against you. No, you just get killed. You get gutted and shot and murdered in plain sight sometimes. So she fell in love with this guy, my grandma, and she's never forgot him. I wonder if she thinks about him in her like quiet times. Cause she's a very quiet person as well. But one thing I know for sure is that she told me that true love waits forever. Maybe even an entire lifetime. And maybe that's what Jayla. Maybe that's what Jayla was waiting for her ex-man to come back. Maybe that's what Jada was waiting for Tupac to suddenly come back to life. Maybe. I'm guilty of this too. I met this girl named Shy, and she's the sweetest fucking thing on earth. If I'm being honest, we're both the same souls. And we're both literally mirrors of each other in just different bodies. The thing is, no matter what she did for me, I could never feel attracted to her. That was the only issue. Because she's very masculine and I like feminine women. I'm still discovering my likes entirely, totally, but I now know with her help that I need a feminine woman in my life. So the thing about her is that I'm Shy's like forever guy. I'm Shy's forever man, the one that she'll never be able to really forget, because I made her feel in ways that she'll never feel ever again. I gave her that security, that love, that attention, that need. Jada Pinkett described it as like, literally like honestly like I guess her perfect man, because it wasn't really about the words she used to describe him. It was about the emotion and tone she used when saying the words that described him. And that emotion and tone is instinctual. You can't really replicate it. It's something that comes from you naturally. And it's the same thing for every girl. And I think guys too. But the thing about us guys is that yeah, I met the love of my life, me personally. And yeah, she wasn't. Ooh. And yeah, she wasn't in love with me. But I'm not butthurt, and I'm not gonna dwell on it. I'm just gonna move on. And I think there's a difference between a guy and a girl. A guy moves on. A guy just doesn't stay in the past, and he just gets money, gets the bike, and gets the girl. And that's just where I'm headed. That's literally where my life is going. I'm already got the job, and focused on getting the bike, the apartment, a degree so I can get an even better job for content creation like this. And then I just want to focus on my life. And if a girl comes who I can truly call my wife, then so be it. But until that moment comes, I don't think I'm ever gonna really find love. I don't know if it's real or not, but I hope it is. But yeah, that was it, guys. Thank you for watching, and I really hope you guys have a good day. Be safe wherever you guys go, and don't do drugs unless you're doing them responsibly, and have friends who are gonna be there and protect you. Anyway, with that being said, you guys hopefully are adults, and I pray that your lives turn out splendidly well. With that being said, y'all have a good day. Bye. Bye, guys. Take care.